Hello and welcome back to the ultimate AWS hands-on course, where we don't make you cram theory but do hands-on. In the previous video, we learned about S3, created a bucket, uploaded a file to it, and made it publicly accessible. If you haven't watched that, do check it out now. In this video, we will talk about object lifecycles and versioning and enable them on our S3 bucket. Let's get started. So what is an object lifecycle? An object lifecycle is a set of rules that automate the migration of an object from one storage class to another, based on given time intervals. Let's understand this with an example. Say, we make a file storage app. Now, for the first 30 days, the access frequency will be high. Then, after 30 days, it shall be accessed only once a week for the next 60 days. And after that, it probably won't be accessed again, but you need to keep the file. What is the best solution to meet the usage needs and minimize storage cost? The solution looks something like this. So for the first 30 days, the best fit storage class is standard. By the way, this concept of storage classes has been discussed in the previous video, do watch it now if you haven't already. Then it can be moved to infrequent access, or IA storage class. And after that, it can be kept in Glacier. This is where object lifecycles come into picture. This process of moving files to different storage classes can be automated using lifecycles. You can set the time period as per your usage needs and keep your S3 storage cost as low as possible. Enough theory. Now let's do some hands-on and create a lifecycle policy for our bucket. So here we are, on the AWS dashboard. Search for S3. Here we can see our buckets. Click on My Bucket. In the Management section, we have the Lifecycle Rules section. Currently, it's empty. Let's create one. Giving this rule a name, say My Rule. Next, we need to choose the rule scope, whether we need to apply this rule to the complete bucket, or a specific folder or object. In case you don't want to apply this rule to the complete bucket, then you need to specify the path of the specific folder/object here. Let's apply this policy to all the objects. Got an alert, let's acknowledge this. Next thing we got is the rule actions. You can check whatever you want to include in this rule. Currently, we just need to move objects between storage classes, so, check this first one. Now we need to define our transition rules. Firstly, we want our objects to be moved to standard IA storage class after 30 days. Then to Glacier storage class after 90 days. We've got an alert for cost. Let's acknowledge this. Down here we can see the complete flow. For first 30 days, an object will be in standard storage class, then it moves to standard IA, and finally after 90 days, it moves to Glacier. It is the same as discussed before. Now, click on Create Rule. Okay, so, here it shows that our rule was successfully added, but we can't see it here. Refresh this. And here it is. Congratulations. Now you can meet your usage needs and keep the cost as minimal as possible. This was about object lifecycles. Now, let's talk about versioning. So, what is versioning? Versioning is a feature that keeps track of, and stores all old/new versions of an object. Let's understand this with an example. Say, you upload a file. Now, you make some changes and upload it again. If the versioning is not enabled, then, your previous file will be overwritten by the new file. And all of your previous file's content will be lost. So, if you want to get back the previous content, then there's no way you can get it. But, if versioning is enabled, then, all of your versions will be tracked. You can anytime access any previous version. Now let's enable versioning for our bucket. Here we are, inside our bucket. In the Properties section, we can see that the bucket versioning is disabled. Click Edit. There are a few things to keep in mind about versioning. 1. Once versioning is turned on, you can only suspend it. It can't be fully turned off. 2. Suspending only prevents versioning going forward. All the previous versions will be maintained. 3. Versioning is set on the bucket level and applies to all the objects in the bucket. Now, enable it. Save changes. It's that simple. Now let's test it out. Let us upload a file. I've already created a text file. It's uploaded successfully. Open it. You can see the content. It says, "This is version 1." Now let's update the content of the file and upload it again. Now upload it. OK. It's uploaded. Now, here you can see this toggle button to see all versions of an object. Let's open the new version of the file. It's showing version 2, as expected. Let's open version 1 and confirm that the data is preserved and not overwritten. As you can see, the data of the previous version is safe and can be accessed. In this way, you can keep track of your data and prevent it from losing. That's it for this video. In this video, we learned about object lifecycles, and created one for our bucket. Then we learned about versioning, and enabled it to keep track of our data. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. And until then, happy cloud computing. Don't forget to like and subscribe.